Call me Fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, she no way home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
Is there going to be any hot drops? Is there going to be any shenanigans at the beginning of this one? We will find out. The final game of the day here, week 4 of the PGIS starts now, and it's going to be Erangel for the last game.
To put it in short, Oath right now, all the way down in 11th place, is an 11 kill win, which is a pretty doable kill win if you go out and win the game anyway. 11 kills, it's something we've seen plenty of times before. They're that distance away from second, from tying second place. That's that's how close things are, all the way down to 11th. So as you're saying, Paper, everyone's got something to play for. Maybe not all the way down towards the bottom. Gen.G, Na'Vi, ENCE, it will require a miracle and then some for them to get into the top. We're talking 15, maybe even a 20 kill game for them to get anywhere close to the top 4. But for everyone else, there's still plenty to fight for.
Absolutely. So Oath is going to be getting out early, heading up to Zarki, it looks like. Gen.G going to be doing North George, as Tianba's in South George. I'm kind of curious, actually, if maybe that Gen.G tries to mess with Tianba here and at least keep them out of the money, kind of punish them a bit for taking South Georgia from them so long ago. I don't know. We'll see. I think it kind of depends on the circle, of course, as well. And here you go. You can see Long Skirt and the infantry guys are pretty close to one of the members of T1. DA's Code Marco kind of sniffing at trying to take that vehicle, but Ibiza's faster. Ibiza gonna say the honk and say thank you, thank you. Is Adder fast enough on this? He's got the rest of infantry here. If he gets this first repute, he's in. He's got it. The rest of infantry's in with him. They had, oh, he has to get out. Okay, the E was not in the driver's seat. They were in the driver's seat, and now he has problems. He gets clipped. Oh boy, Toby. Oh no, not like this. Oh no.
Oh,
they back
that is
into
so
him.
Smart. They reverse over him. I like it. That is creative. Yeah, now they just need a 40 kill win and they get first place.
Easy.
No, I mean, the circle does go up towards him. It's smart. The circle does go up towards him. It's a good position for them to be in. Let's see now, Oath trying to prevent a Freak of Freaks from making this rotation around the side of Freak. They had a good game last game. We said this needed one more in order to make it happen, and I'm not sure with how things are going right now if that's going to be possible at this point. Down to just one player. Oath in the meantime, again, a team that in order to make your way up there, you have to get kills, and they see a third-party opportunity. They pounce. They find a couple of kills, and now they're trying to see if they can get some more, but of course also wanted to keep their players alive. DA in the meantime, not so eager for kills. They're sitting in 4th right now, still very doable off of maybe not only placement points, but taking things as they come. No stress for them to try and get a good game going here, so they'll just play it center, trying to see if they can make their way forward. Day Trade in the meantime, they've taken their way down towards Sonic. Sonics lose 3 in an instant. They all fall apart. So much action happening, so much commotion, and Mime is on his own now. They're going to lose 2 guaranteed.
Yeah, this 2-2 split for Sonics came apart at the seams. Mime is going for the res on to H-Win, and I like Day Trade coming in here, being active on the edge, picking up some points. Now, they've got to know that down in the gas station are the other 2 members of Sonics, and they don't have to deal with this. They don't. You can kind of keep that gas station team pinned pretty well. The problem is that other teams will start coming up and over that hill behind you if you're Day Trade, if that fight goes on long enough, and you might luck out in that it's ENCE, and they might not opt to go down that way. They're a more passive team than some. We'll see. Team Liquid continues to just slit the throats of a bunch of teams on the back end of everything, and now it's going to be Petrichor's Road's turn. Another team that may have been within spitting distance of the money. It may have been a real uphill battle, but at this point, it's looking pretty dire. Aches left, gonna try to kind of pin himself inside of the rocks and wait this out, but here comes Mexi and the rest of Team Liquid. If they can do this efficiently, that's going to be 6 kills and not a single member lost if they can get to him.
Yeah, they're on a full speed hunt here, and I like it. Liquid dangerous when unleashed this way, of course. They just, while being unleashed, as I'm saying, this is one of the things, they cannot overextend. Yes, they have to get the kills, you have to play smart, but in order to get the amount of kills they need, it's so incredibly important that they manage to keep all 4 players alive. If you lose 1, if you lose 2, even though they have 6 kills already, and it's great, expecting to get an additional 5, 6, maybe even more kills than that, that's going to be so incredibly difficult, if not near impossible, if you've lost 2 players already. Mixed is a double spray down, like to see it. Drive-by meta. Oh, drive-by meta. I wonder how long we'll get to see that for. We'll go back to the game here. Takes Soup around the corner, finds one, ends. Also a team out of spitting distance, now doing damage to our top 3 team.
Yeah, it just took too long here for Day Trade, and now they did end up getting into the Sonics' position in that gas station because the Sonics left, but now ENCE with a great timing push. I love to see this aggression from ENCE. You can really punish the movement of Day Trade here, and they're down to just 2 left, and now they're stuck in that gas station themselves. Not sure what the vehicle situation is like for Day Trade, but they're going to need them going forward, as these ones up here are completely taken out of use. And Tiksu, Tiksu. Oh my god.
Can you get away?
Just barely. Are you kidding? 1 HP. He's going to get over that hill.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Able to stay alive, at least for now. As ENCE, they look to try and see if they can somehow find a way into this circle. I mean, the direct approach is doable. There ain't really anyone sitting straight in front of them, but they would be going into a very open territory. You can see Sonics here trying to play the hillside. Oh, watch out, HWin. You don't want to get taken down because of the full damage. In the meantime, we saw Mexi knock just before. 9 is trying to push in it again. Infantry, they need kills to get up there. They know it's doable. They've only got 2 players, but we've seen infantry with just 2 left alive do crazy things before, and they have a bit of an uphill battle, maybe more like a downhill battle right now. But they're doing all they can. 9 instantly finds the knock, finds the flush as well with pad caps from the side, able to get the knock on towards 1, and I don't think 9 can get rest. No, not gonna happen. Liquid, as a matter of fact, are gonna be the team to get that kill. And here comes Day Trade, 3rd place right now. Just 2 left alive. ZENITH 1 point ahead. What can you do here, Norrens? What can you do here to try and stay alive?
Yep, they're going to try and drive in between ENCE and T1 is going to be the direction that they are heading, and at least that Dacia has all the wheels on it. Still, MCG has to make a move. Top team currently is going to be pushing up underneath T1. T1 has high ground position. Dengche from the guard stand going to be watching these movements. Day Trade doesn't want anything to do with any compounds. They cannot get anywhere near them. There's no point in even trying. They're going to drive up into the rocks, taking a bunch of damages. Nurens, that's going to divert him over to the side, and just in time. Going to find the edge of this particular hillside. Nuren's going to start throwing some smokes, and oh my god, he got pretty lucky with that vehicle explosion. That actually could have gone towards him. Oh no, now they're getting torn apart. It's ZENITH reaching out to the hill, and it's going to be M200 stealing the point there. That's actually pretty big. Every point is huge for ZENITH.
I was just gonna say, if there's one thing they didn't want to see happen, that's ZENITH, the team right ahead of them, getting the kills. Unfortunately for them, Tianba coming in and stealing 1 away. That's pretty huge. It's right now just a 1-point game for them. ZENITH still with 4 alive, of course, so a much better situation going on for them than Day Trades, only having Venatica left. But now back to our current first place team. We have Multi-Circle Gaming wrapping their way forward. Navi did lose Senya early. They had 1 player knocked by Multi-Circle Gaming as well, but he got back up and alive, so no kills confirmed in that one. Circle, over towards Day Trade we go. So despite only having Venatica left alive, you would have to expect ZENITH to be forced to take some of these fights on the edge of the circle real soon.
Yeah, and it should be pointed out that Sonics did end up falling to Gen G, and there goes Venatica. Day Trade is out, so the destiny of that team for the money is going to be in the hands of the other teams in this lobby. Still quite a few alive, although with Sonics going down, that's another team that's very dangerously close to them, falling short. So interested to see how this one's going to all pan out. This is still a ton of PUBG to go here. 20 minutes in, we are at the Phase 5 circle. And I'm really curious what MCG has in store. T1 dug in, going to try to defend this push potentially. As they've got 2 into the shack, 1 up in the guard tower. And you got Tank watching from the side. Evil Lee keeping an eye onto ENCE. ENCE, they might want to get in this fight. I'm kind of curious what ENCE is going to do. And oh my lord, Summer is knocked again. That's a pretty decent spray from Rustenmar, but he's going to get backed off. Molly coming out, seeing if he can catch Evil Lee and finish the job. First one comes up short. Second grenade from Tiksu's good. Now Molly on the follow-up should finish the job. MCG could be falling apart.
ENCE doing so much damage from the edge of the circle right now. The res on towards Summer, it's not going to be possible. He's going to bleed out, and even if he hadn't been, the circle would have done the job for them. Tank and Link do want to get away. They have the Finns peeking on over. The MK in the hand of Diggory is so damn terrifying, and down they go. That's going to be Multi-Circle Gaming out. So we're sitting at a 75-point first place pickup, and ZENITH want to get it, but they have T1 to deal with first.
If they can pick up a couple more kills on a T1 and then a few placement points, ooh, Degche and Punij gonna trade there. Shinboy is knocked. So T1, just Star-Lord left for them. Punij gonna see if he could get that point. No, it's gonna be stolen by Restamar. That's another point that ZENITH cannot get. So that's a huge deal. Again, 4 more to go. So yes, they're in placement points, but they're gonna need a few more kills potentially if they can't get higher. And meanwhile, ENCE has been kind of busy with Gen G, so this buys them time to get over here, get this res onto Shinboy. Star-Lord pieces out. He's a solo. No point for him to do anything except try to snake out points, I suppose. But at this point, T1, for all intents and purposes, is out of the money. And DA, they're the other team, very much alive and well, and they could potentially take the top spot from MCG.
Mithralius has an M16. That's how early DA rotated to try and beat ENCE on that rotation. Rustenma just did Gen G dirty. A solid triple kill coming in there. We didn't catch it on cam. I'm sure we'll get a replay of it at some point soon. Solid 1v3 there, but ENCE, while outside of the race here, they're doing all kinds of work. 11 kills, 10 kills for Liquid as well. Some of these bottom teams are really harvesting in this lobby and then putting so much pain to teams that actually did have a chance of making it through. Tianba trying to hold off here. It's a 3v3 as they try to take out ENCE. And now up towards the north, you see DA, they outside the circle still. They have to make their way forward, and Oath are the ones holding them at bay.
Well, Tianba's Ming's gonna get taken down by Tixu. A good grenade from him, though, gets the knock on to Rustamar. Tixu Diggory holding on. Great shooting from Diggory, and Tianba is out. 7th place finish in this game, and that is going to be the end of their day in 10th. Oh my god, Star-Lord just sprays across the top of the head of Tixu there, but there's still Diggory above him. He's gonna have to try to go for the stun. Diggory gets up on the rock, isn't able to quite find the angle, and he's gonna pull out the Mark 14, finish the job. Huge round here for ENCE. 15 kills for them. For the Finns, this is a heck of a round from them. It's a little too late, but, well, you might as well put on a show in the last game of the day.
This is insane. ENCE got more kills in this game than they did in the first 8 games combined. I mean, they're putting on a damn good show. Had a good game last game, but as you said, it's just too little too late. It's only a 10-game tournament or 10-game final, and not being able to perform in the first 8 to enough of an extent that you can find yourself at least somewhere in the middle of the leaderboard. A good performance late just won't cut it. But at least they're giving us a show for the money. Let's see now, DA. You've been able to sit tight for a while. Now you have to make a move. Again, they rotated incredibly early. I wanted to touch on it earlier, but we didn't have the time. They beat, as we saw, ENCE to that split with the Granny or Junkyard compound. They knew they had to go early in order to get it. They got it at the loss of a lot of loot. You saw there just one first aid for Mithralius, no meds at all, no utility at all, and a level 1 vest. So they rotated early to get into a good spot, but at the loss of loot. God. Let's see now. I don't think Balefrost has any clue they're there.
Oh boy, this is a wide exposed split for Oath, and now he's gonna see Metrelius. Metrelius gets some decent damage with the AK, sprays a few more bullets in. Balefrost goes down the hill, takes a little bit of damage on those ankles, so he's gonna have to prone beneath that rock to hold on. Now DA knows they can win this. They can win the whole week. They're able to take the rest of the teams in this lobby down, get this win. They will absolutely secure that position. Oath still potentially could get into the money if they have one heck of a finish to this. Team Liquid, I love what I saw from them, but eventually the luck ran out. They do come up with a lot of kills, and it's just Mexi alive. ZENITH as well, the other team in this conversation who can topple MCG. MCG right now, I think one way or another, they're going to be done. It's just going to come down to who can win and who can get higher up in this game.
This is so crazy. I mean, Liquid ENCE, if they can do the damage needed to really dictate how this top 3 is going to look by the end of this game. Mexi right now is proning it out. Still 4 alive for ZENITH, still 4 alive for DA. Both, of course, looking for that 75-point margin, but I don't think they're doing the math as they're playing. They just want to get the best games possible, and of course have been keeping track of the leaderboard. DA, they get themselves a circle. It's going to go in their direction. And what better than have 2 teams fighting for the top with 4 alive and everyone else snaking it to try and see what kind of damage they can do towards them.
What's wild about this is this circle shift might force ZENITH into DA. There's Mexi in between as well. So that's the first hurdle, and if they go through that way, they might not, but that could really give DA a lot of good information on the movement of ZENITH, and that could be the win potentially if they're able to capitalize on it. They saw Mexi. They know he's there. That grenade just short from Shinboy. And this kicks off Mexi, gets the opening knock, but it's going to be Roth with a great grenade. Going to finish him off, and now things get real interesting because here comes DA. They heard this up over the top. They know who that is. They know what team it is. They know the positions. They know the points. They know what's at stake, and they get a little bit of damage in there, and here comes Relo. He as well knows what's at stake. He needs points. He's trying to stay alive, but his kickstart on the side. Punaj in front of him on the other side of the rock, going to get in front of the smoke and go for the heal. Punaj is looking for him. I don't think he has any... Oh, now he knows. That's a great spray into the smoke for Punaj. And here we go. It is ENCE with 2, DA with 4, ZENITH with 4. It all comes down to this.
The thing is, with how passive DA has been on the hilltop, they haven't been looking down a whole lot, so they don't know if ZENITH has had a chance to maybe spread out to play it wider on this side of the hill. It's incredibly difficult for them to really have obtained any information from this side now. Diggory, might as well use all the utility you have. You still got 4 more mollies trying to isolate. Shots being fired. There's the kill confirmed. ENCE full. Kill goes to DA. 3 points behind. This is pretty much guaranteed. A fight for the first place spot. How will this one come to an end? Here comes ZENITH over the hill.
All right, Kickstart goes down right away. There goes that Groza trying to get another one to smash, but he's going to get taken in return by Punaj. Roth, Shinboy, the last 2 arrived. Roth going to turn and get that on a code marker. What a spin by him. Metrelius now coming around the corner. Roth is so beat up. Roth and Mert trying to get underneath him. That's a good angle. Mert going to get the knock. Here we go. It is 2v2 now. What a start to this battle between these 2 teams. And in fact, DA looking to get the res, and they should be able to. This is insane. And in fact, Kickstart going to be resed as well. So this is nuts. That's going to be the Groza back in the hands of ZENITH. Kickstart should have enough time, just barely, to get that heal off. Some throwables coming up and over. Doesn't really connect with anything important. Here we go again. Round 2 as we get ready for this battle. Metrelius seeing that Shinboy up and over the rock. Shinboy has a frag. He could go for a pretty good one there. There's some flashes in front of him. Didn't find the right timing to go for it. Circles closing in. It all comes down to this moment. Metrelius down. Mert around the side. That's another one down here. And it's going to be ZENITH taking the game and the win and the week. Huge play at the end for ZENITH. Tons of money available for them. $150,000 and the week 4 win.
And you can see the joy in their eyes. They know it already. They know that was the team to beat. That was the game to win. And what better than claiming your Week 4 championship title than by going out and winning the final game against the very team in a 4v4 that stood the chance to beat you. What a fight. Knocks coming in on both sides. Both teams committing to the rest, knowing the importance.